to the second tutorial in the Tic-Tac-Toe challenge using the VEX CTE robot arm. Once again, we're going to use incremental moves, and this time we're going to program the O. So let's begin with sketching our path. Like before, we're starting at the middle of our shape, and as a result, we need to lift up the pen before we move to the outside wall of the shape, which is where we're going to put our pen back down. As a reference, I've color-coded the arrows in this sketch so that all my arrows that are magenta are 10 millimeters long, and then all my arrows that are blue, you're going to see, are 5 millimeters long. So to begin with, we're lifting up our pen, we're moving over to A, and we're putting our pen back down. Okay, to get to B, everything else we do running clockwise around our shape, the pen is going to be down. So there's not going to be any more Z moves until we get to the very end. To get to B, we're going to move in a minus Y direction. Okay, so in this case, we're moving -5 in Y. To get to C, we have to move down and over. So it's going to be -5 in Y. It's also going to be -5 in X. To get to D, we're going to move minus in X only, and this is going to be -10. Again, magenta is 10, and the blue lines are going to be 5. To get to E, we're going to move minus in X 5 and positive in Y 5. And as we go around, you should be labeling these. All right. It'll make your life easier on your sketch if you have labels. All right. So that way when you refer to it for programming, um, you'll know which direction to set up your values. All right. To get to F, we are moving in a positive direction. Again, anything up is positive, anything down is negative, anything to the right is positive in Y. In X rather, and then anything to the left is negative in X. So in this case, we are just moving in Y only, and it's Y +10. To get from F to G, we're going to move positive in Y and positive in X. So it's going to be 5 and 5. To get to H, it's positive in X only, and it's going to be 10. To get to I, it's going to be positive in X and negative in Y, 5 and 5. To get back to our starting point where we started writing, it's going to be -5 in Y only, at which point we're going to pick up and head back towards the center. So let's take a look at this and add some numbers to it. So like we said, to get to A, we're going to need to pick up first. So we'll grab our text tool and we'll do Z25. All right. And that's going to be right here where we're going to do that Z25 move. Then we're going to move over 10. Okay. And when we get to A, we're going to go back to Z -25 to put it back down at the writing height. All right. Now, in addition, once we've put it back down, okay, we're going to want to move. We're going to want to move down here. Okay, so we'll put this down here. And for this is going to be X0. Okay, we're not moving left or right at all. Okay, but we are going to be moving Y -5. Okay. And in this case, we're not messing around with Z. All right. We're not making any changes. So Z will remain as Z0. To get to this one down here, we're going to have to move Y -5, X -5, and again, Z0. So we'll grab this. And this is going to be -5, -5 and Z0. And then when we go over here, our X is not going to change. I'm sorry, our X is going to be -10, and our Y is not going to change at all. So this is going to be a Y0 and a Z0. And again, these are all incremental changes. So we're talking about how much do we need to change from this position here to get to there? We just need to make a change in X, and it's going to be in the negative direction. All right. And then when we get over here, we're going to have to change in both X and Y. So we'll grab this one. And we're going to be moving up. So that's a positive 5. And I'm sorry, we're moving to the left, which is negative 5 in X, and up, which is positive 5 in Y. We're not changing our Z at all. To get to our next one, okay, we're not changing our X value at all. So it's going to be X0. We are changing our Y value by a factor of 10, and our Z doesn't change. To get to our next one, okay, so at F, we're going to go positive X5, and we're going to be going positive Y5, right? So up is our Y value, all right? To the right is our X value. So that's where we're getting our, our X and Y's from. Move this over here. To get to H, okay, we're going to do a positive 10 for X, but we're not moving up or down. So that means there's going to be no change in Y. So that's going to be 0. And we're not lifting or lowering the pen. So Z is also going to be 0. Now when we go over here, let's take this corner. Okay, we're still moving to the right with X, so that's still positive. So that's positive 5. But we're moving down, which is going to be a negative in Y, and that's also going to be 5. And then lastly, to get back to where we started, it's going to be no movement in X, so that's a 0, but a negative 5 in Y, and Z is still going to be where it is. All right. After that, we'll lift up and go back to the center, but we'll worry about that later. So hopefully you have all of this sketched out. So let's go into the program. So we're back where we started, all right, or where we left off with the last video. And once again, we're going to make a block, all right, and we're going to call this block O. For now, I'm going to move this one off to the side, just give myself some room, and I'm going to focus on O. Just like before, all right, if you look at our sketch, we have all of these coordinates. So I want to make sure I account for those coordinates. So I have A through I. So let's go back and I'll comment in A through I. And we'll zoom in a little bit. Copy, paste. Call that B. Paste. Paste that in. Make that one C. Paste again. D. All right. And then we'll paste in one more. And we'll call this A again, because we're going to go back to A. All right. For now, I'm just going to stack these in order. And then we'll start inserting our code between these blocks. We'll zoom out a little bit here. Okay. So the first thing I want to do, as we said, is we're going to be starting from the center. So I need to do an incremental move where I lift up. So I'm using my incremental. All right. And I need to lift up my pen so I'm not writing with it. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to A and I'm going to put my pen back down. So we'll copy and paste that. All right. We're not going to move. We're already up in the air, so we're not going to move further up in the air, but we need to move over either an X or Y to get to the outside coordinate for our sketch. So we said to get from here to there, because this arrow is magenta, is going to be 10. We're moving to the right, which is an X positive. So we're going to do X10 for that. So X is 10. We're not moving in Y at all. We're just moving straight to the right. So there's no up or down. So now we're going to copy and paste that. And in this case, we want to put the pen back down. So we don't want to do any more moves in X or Y. We just want to put the pen down so it starts writing again. All right, so whatever value we used up here to lift the pen is what we need to use to put it back down. So now we are at A and we're ready to move to point B and work our way around the circle. All right, and I realize it's not really a circle, it's more of an octagon, but that's okay. It's circly enough for me. So to go from A to B, we wanted to do X0, all right, because we're not moving left to right, and Y minus 5. So I'm going to grab my incremental move, copy, paste. I'm going to do X0, tab over to minus 5. Okay, and I'm not messing with Z at all moving forward. All right, so that's got me to B. So now to get to C, all right, we need to go minus 5 and minus 5 in X and Y. Copy, paste. To get to C, we're doing minus 5 in both. Going back to the sketch. To get to D, we're going to do minus 10 in X only. So we're going to change this to minus 10, 0. All right. Now to move up, all right, to get to E, okay, we're going to go minus 5 in X and positive 5 in Y. So we'll copy and paste. Minus 5 in X and then a positive 5 in Y. All right. So now to get to F, we're going to go positive 10 in Y, but we're not going to move an X at all. All right, so now we're going to G. So we're looking at our sketch. It's going to be positive and positive, 5 in both, X and Y. So we'll take this one, copy and paste. We'll change the values. So it's going to be positive 5, Y positive 5. Okay. Back to our sketch. So we're at G, we want to go to H. It's positive 10, no change in Y. So we'll go copy and paste. So we're going to do a positive 10, set Y to 0, Z is still 0. Copy and paste. To get to I, all right, so going from H to I, we need to go positive 5 in X and negative 5 in Y. 5, negative 5. And then to get back to A, from there is going to be another negative 5, right? No change in X because we're not going left or right. We're just going down. So copy and paste. So we're going to set X to 0 for that one. All right. So we're back at A. All right. So now we want to lift and go back to the center. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste. I don't want to do any more moves in Y. I just want to lift it up. So I'm going to lift it by 25 millimeters. So now I've picked up my pen off the paper or off of the dry erase board. All right. And now I'm going to go back to where I started. So I'll do copy and paste. And in this case, we started by coming over 10. So we're going to, in this case, we're going to go to the left, which is negative 10. All right. We don't need to come up anymore because we already lifted off the paper, but that brings us back to the center. So we're right back where we started, but we're 25 millimeters off of the dry erase. All right. So that should do it. All right. So test out your code and post all your evidence in your documentation. All right. So to test my code, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get rid of the X trial that I did before. Okay. And in this case, I'll come down and I will grab my O block and throw that in there. All right. So what's going to happen? Um, I set my arm end effector to pen. So we didn't do that last time. That was something I just added in. So if you look up here, you'll see you can set your arm end effector to either magnet or pen. I set it to pen so that way it treats the coordinates properly. It accounts for how far the pen sticks out into the pen holder. All right. In my case, I set the right height to 2.75. Um, and then my lift height was still 100. So we're moving into the same position we were in before when we wrote the X. So go ahead and erase the X and then try it with the O. So we're gonna bring it down to lift height, then we're gonna bring it down to right height. All right. We're gonna run the letter O. We're then gonna bring it back to lift height and we're gonna safety it. So that's it. Good luck.